going in just a moment here. Should be live. Looks like we're good. All right. I know the Bucs have the ball, unless they turned it over. Wouldn't be that surprising. This. Slide that over. Pick that up. 1st and 10 at the Carolina 49. They put a man in motion. A handoff. And that'll go up the middle for about 6. 2nd down and 4. Ball's at the 43. All right, let me just get my stream refreshed. Make sure it's up to date. All right. We're underway. Could decide the NFC South, and if it doesn't, the Saints and Falcons will. Poor Buccaneers, eh? What's up, Joel? They go with another handoff, gain of a 2, maybe. So we have 3rd and short here at the Carolina 41. 3rd and about 2. It's actually kind of a long 2, so. Let's see what Baker and the Bucs do. Oh, and they run again and get a 1st down. A lot of runs here in a row. Kind of a rainy, misty-looking day in Florida. Damn, you have a headache and you have school? Yeah, that's never any good. I have another week off. Then I start back up. What's up, Kevin? You just got back from Florida. How was that? Was that a good time? What's up, Kevin? How you doing, though? They go play action. Baker's going to look, and throw, and he's just going to actually run it himself, and he fights ahead and gets close to a 1st. It'll be 2nd and 1 by the spot. You're good? Well, that's good. So, second and 1. See what they do. Ball's at the 28. Baker throws it, gets a completion to Cade Otton. Inside the red zone, the Buccaneers are driving here. Drive's looking like it could be points. We'll see how it plays. Oh, because the Saints are going to win tomorrow? Maybe. They don't have Chris Olave. No one to throw the ball to. Nice, Joel. I think a lot of people probably are. And that'll be a touchdown for the Buccaneers. Cade Otton catches the ball. Pretty obvious touchdown strike. 6-0. Bucs go up 7-0 pending the extra point. Not a guarantee because of the weather. And I think the Bucs suck at kicking, so. Yeah, shuck. You know, I knew how to say that as soon as I seen that name. Not to brag or anything. Want to know how I knew it wasn't going to be pronounced how it was said? Because I knew it wasn't. I was like, there's no way that's spelled like shao. Or so. Or show, or however the fuck you might say that name. I was like, it's going to be some dumbass shit like shuck. And I was right. I'm guessing OUGH can be pronounced like uck. I mean, if you say it, it kind of does sound like uck. If you just say those three letters, like 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 og, like aug. Trying to think of another word that has a similar OUGH. I guess like like BOUGHT. So, hmm. Yeah, the bigger game is tonight. Yeah, hopefully we get some people here. See, Lions fans are just weak. Even when my Patriots were winning 2 or 3 games a year, it was pretty easy to still watch football. Lions fans have to remember you don't win every year. Sometimes you just have a bad year, then you move on to next year. The rough year. A lot of Lions fans haven't really experienced this yet. The fall from grace. It's pretty easy actually, as you can tell. It's not that big a deal. You got a little bit of teasing the week that it happened, and everybody's moved on since. Nobody really actually cares about not playoff teams, unless you're one of the bad teams that are picking at the top of the draft. Then everybody makes fun of you. But if you're like a fucking like sub 500 team that just missed the playoffs, nobody really cares. Everyone's like, tough year. It's just like, yeah, that's the reality. Sometimes you don't make it. I'm not really honored. It's a birthright as a Patriots fan. Like, all right, we're back where we belong. Hopefully, we can make it to the New England Patriot Invitational this year, the AFC Championship. I'm really hoping we can be there this time around. Yes, the older Lions fans can appreciate what they went through, but they're also kind of bummed out that it's like, damn, this may be it. We're probably bad again. But it's also like, well, who knows? Maybe we have a good turnaround. Because, you don't really know who the Lions are now. See, Fernando, I really hope we play the Chargers. Because they really want to play us, and I think that's a horrible mistake to want to really, I get it. Fundamentally, I do. But if you're the Chargers or a Chargers fan, we're literally the worst team for you to draw as a playoff team. I don't think they've ever beat us in the playoffs. They have 2 fucking wins over us in the last 25 years? Overall? Why would you think that, even Mac Jones put belt to ass on that team? Didn't we lose to them last year by a point with rookie Drake May or fucking Jacoby Brissett at quarterback? It's like, what are you doing, Chargers? We're literally your worst. Your team doesn't play us good. 1st and 10 at the 35. Yeah, that's whatever. That was Gerard Mayo, though. And again, that's one of the 2 wins in the last 25 years. But prior to that, it's I don't think they ever beat us with when Brady was here. Mac Jones beat them. Oh yeah, it was Bailey Zappi that beat him. I'm telling you, we'd never lose to the Charge. I get the Bills fans wanting to play us, right? That Bills game is effectively a 50-50. Oh, there's a penalty on the Bucks. Landon Roberts, he came in way after a play and smacked into everybody like a complete idiot. 1st and 10 at the 50. I missed that. I thought the first play hadn't happened yet. That was a really dumb play. I don't know. In my head, it doesn't make sense that the Chargers we got to play the Patriots in the playoffs. It's that's a game you probably don't actually win, LA. You should want to play like the Jaguars. I know you just lost to them, but you got, let me put on slow mode. I don't want to deal with them fucking bots like that. 2 seconds. Enough to catch them. Yeah, Buffalo, yeah, it's like a 50-50, and we probably would lose that game. I don't know, actually. It took them a miracle to beat us last time, and we got them the last time. I don't know. And our defense will be way healthier. I like our shot in the next game. No gain again, 3rd and 12. Oh, they gave him a little bit of yards? Well, that's interesting forward progress. 8 minutes to play here in the first. It's 3rd and 10. Yeah, and we didn't have our defense in the game we lost, so it's not that surprising. I don't know. Having them back would make a huge difference. Having Spillane and Milton back is fundamentally important for our team. That's most of our defense. And the Panthers are unable to hang on to it. Xavier Legette, the intended target. You won a fantasy championship in what league? Were you the team that beat me in the viewers league? I always have a good holiday. How about you, Kevin? Was yours good? 4th and 10. Well, this hasn't gone good for the old. See, if you're the Panthers, it's like this. As long as the Saints win, we're good. Or the Falcons. Oh, nice. I won 2 fantasy championships. It was pretty nice. I got this new chair. Has footrest into build. Nice. That sounds like a comfy ass chair. Was that like your big gift, Fernando? Fernando's like, I don't get Christmas presents. I'm on the naughty list every year. Fernando's like, see, Santa doesn't like me very much. I'm on the naughty list every year. You might take a nap. Yeah, that makes sense. You said you had a headache. Makes a bit of sense. But yeah, I'm a 2 trophy winner this year in fantasy football and a 2nd place finisher in my other league. So I did pretty good this year. I finally won the Dirty League. What a good year for me in fantasy. I was projected to go 0-14 in that league too after the draft. You know how they like have draft analysis? They're like, holy shit, what an awful draft. This guy is terrible at this. Fuck him and fuck this stupid football team he's put together. In fact, he should probably be executed. It was saying some wild shit to me and on that. Yeah, and if you don't believe me, I can show you. I'll prove it. Listen to how disrespectful this shit was. It basically called me a retard. Let's see, a league. I'm the champion. Look at that. Check this shit out. Well, folks, that's not how you start one of these off. It looks like Dirty Nuggets might need a lifeguard after this draft. Well, fuck you too. With a grade of D- and a projected record of 0-14, it seems they're gearing up for a season of epic struggles. You can tell they wrote this with AI. Drafting from the 8th spot, they certainly had their work cut out for them, and it shows. With the toughest schedule in the league, still finished in 1st place, it's safe to say they'll be testing the limits of their fantasy football patience. This is them saying, I don't understand fantasy football. We snagged Breece Hall at 53, which is a steal. Unfortunately, they made a head-scratching choice with Justin Herbert, who won me the championship, who was picked way too early at 48. Eat my ass. And let's not forget the trio of players from the same team. Yeah, how'd that turn out for me? Really good. Gibbs, St. Brown, and Jake Bates. Yeah, real stupid. Buckle up, Dirty Nuggets. It's going to be a bumpy ride this year. Well. I won the whole thing. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Is this still a commercial? What the fuck? Gamecast. Let me refresh. Sorry about that. I just thought that was fun. What is it? Second down or third down? Second down and 8. That was really dumb in my opinion, that they treated me like that. Not only did I win as far as first place, I scored the most points in the league too. They said I was going to score the least amount of points, if you remember seeing that, and I scored the most. That's why I finished in first place with all the other 9-5 records. Yeah, you were having a rough year, to be fair, Fernando. Your year fell apart with injuries terribly. Yeah, you got fucked, dude. And it happens. Sometimes it happens. Some years you get like Justin Jefferson this year. You get like what you got Jefferson and who else, if I'm not mistaken, in that league. 3rd and 4. Buccaneers changing the play at the line a little bit. Baker, nope, never mind. That wasn't Baker. Mike Evans with a nice catch. He's only about 640 yards away now from 1,000. Oh, you also got Lamar. That's right. Crazy, we might see a losing rate. You had Jefferson and Lamar. Yeah, what a bad year. Because I thought you had Jettas too, but that might have been someone else. And you know, there's someone out there in our league who got Barkley and got fucked entirely from it. It's just like, damn it. Me going with Justin Herbert and Matthew Stafford as my quarterbacks was a great decision this year. Justin Herbert had a lot of really solid-ass 25-plus point games that just nobody talked about. And I played him and Stafford just right all year. It was a really good balance. And then the other league I dominated in. It was never a question of if I was going to win that league or not. I think I lost like 2 games all year. I had like the most insane team you could ever think of. I had like Puka Nacua. I think I had fucking St. Brown on that team as well. I think I had Jalen Hurts at quarterback. Absurd running backs. It was the most it was like during the draft, everybody was like, "Why the fuck did we just let Rob draft this team?" Oh, I had Jamar Chase, not St. Brown. I had Puka, Jamar Chase, and Jalen Hurts, Javonte Williams. This team was ridiculous, dude. I have no idea why. And I think Trey McBride might have been my tight end. He was. Telling you, I have no idea why this team I had like the 8th pick of the draft. Like the worst pick you could possibly be at. Yeah, dog. I'll show you the team. It was a dominant performance on that. 1st and 10. Like it was like during the draft, it was like, yeah, Rob's gonna win this league. What the fuck is that team? I think I had Chris Olave on that team as well as my other receiver. Because someone released him, and I was like, I'll take Chris Olave. I'll stash him. Then out of nowhere, Tyler Shuck came around and turned Chris Olave into a monster again. And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. He just threw it like 12 times a game to Olave. He's like, I'll just throw it to Chris. The rain is pouring here in Tampa Bay. It's 2nd and 5 at the Carolina 34. Bucks seem a lot more alive here early on to try to defend their division crown. The Panthers seem a little apprehensive to come take it. Baker shoves. Baker's just going to run with it. He's shaking. He baked. Oh, they're going to throw a flag on that hit? Yeah, they're going to throw a flag on the jawing afterward. Why'd that idiot start doing that? They're going to hit him with the taunt now. They're going to hit that defensive player with taunting. Oh, I know. Baker's a loudmouth, but they might throw it on Baker. Oh, Baker might not have said anything. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense. Yeah, that fucked him. He probably screamed the N-word. Oh, it's taunting. Never mind. Yeah, okay. Yeah, hey, dumbass, don't go jawing with someone. They don't want you to do that anymore. They should have just let that one go, to be honest. I hate that fucking penalty. I genuinely hate that flag. If you're the owners, do you fight to get rid of that rule? Like ultimately in the like, hey guys, can we get rid of that? It's 1st and 10 at the 13. We're in the red zone now. Knocking on the door are the Bucs, looking to go up at least 13-0. They want to go up 14-0, but with the way that it's raining, these things aren't guaranteed anymore. Baker's gonna roll out to his right. Looks, throws, kind of has a guy. Oh, he had a man wide open, but the fucking weather made it impossible. Oh, man. The weather made, yeah, that's the rain that took that ball. Oh. I think I don't know. The taunting rule is so stupid. Well, illegal formation's easy. Just set yourselves and make sure you're in the right spot. Illegal formation's just a lazy penalty, in my opinion. That should exist. Taunting's a stupid penalty. Like, it's an exciting part of the game to see guys get up in each other's face. Don't let them fight each other. Like that. It's as simple as I don't know. I like taunting. I think it's a part of the game. It sucks that a couple fist fights led to it being illegal now. It's like fucking dumb. Fucking babies. 3rd down and 8. Tried to run it with Irving, and he ran right into a bear hug. Number 95 gave him a big old hug for his efforts. No, I don't think football should have fighting in it. Just because that's like a baby response to like losing and getting a big play on you is to start a fight. Or to like push a quarterback and then could trigger a fight, or that could be PI, but I think because of the rain they're gonna let it go, and they are. Yeah, it's also JC Horn. So 4th and 8. Bucs will have to settle for 3. Good job by the defense. Oh, everybody laughs when they hear that. Do you think Fernando the CI created 6-7 to distract people from the Epstein files? I do. You know the kid's dad who made 6-7 is Mr. CIA himself, John CIA. Look into it. It'll blow your liberal mind. Conservative grifter who doesn't know how to do it good yet. Which one was this team? Yeah, this is a team I dominated with. Let's see. I started Trevor Lawrence on the championship game because I didn't trust Jalen Hurts, and it was a great decision. Look at this stupid ass team that I had. Oh, I didn't have very good running backs actually. But I had Jalen Hurts for when he was, good. See, I even made mistakes with this week. I should have lost. Like Chris Godwin had 23 points. I should have blew Kenny out by a disastrous amount of points. Because I should have played Stevenson over Henderson. That was a bad decision. And I should have played Godwin over Sutton. Otherwise, though, this team is just dominating. Puka, Jamar, Michael Wilson, Aaron Jones had a good game. I had Travis Kelce on this team. Then I went with Kyle Pitts. That's right. And Kyle Pitts had a good year. Ramenstein noodles are fire. Never had them. Oh, Orlovsky? Yeah, that was weird all year with him in May. Oh, is Orlovsky calling this game? I mean, he's allowed to have preferences and have a different opinion on who should win MVP. He doesn't have to think like May should win MVP. He could say Stafford does. But see, like I don't know. I think he dug his flag really hard in the Stafford camp, and now he wants to kind of be like, oh, this is actually a bit more of a nuanced debate here. And he doesn't know how to actually kind of pivot to being like, yeah, you know what? I actually don't know now who should win MVP yet. Even though at this point, like, it should be this, like, week 18 really shouldn't decide who wins MVP for people. You know what I mean? It's like, really? The MVP race should be pretty well decided by last week. I don't think week 18 shows you who wins MVP because it's like Stafford's not going to win his division. Like, that's over with. I don't know. It's really, you'd be hard pressed to find me to agree that a team who didn't win their division should have the MVP on it. Drake May is the betting favorite. What's up, Nicholas? I believe Mr. May is right now, and I don't think it's going to change much heading into the playoffs. So I think May may actually steal MVP, but I don't know. I still feel like they'll give it to Stafford. They're going to use that stupid ass fucking record against, which they never in my life have I ever seen that be matter to an MVP rate. Literally, in my entire life, I've never heard strength of schedule talked about for winning MVP. Please tell me the one time anybody has ever heard that, and I'll concede my argument. By the way, the Panthers, when Cam Newton won MVP, played a schedule very similar to ours. It was like a 400 winning percentage. Go ahead, tell me that like weak schedule should deter someone from MVP, and then give me an example of that happening. Just one, and I'll shut my mouth and be like, all right, Stafford's the MVP. Go ahead. You know what I mean? That'll be a false start. There was like 800 flags thrown. 1st and 15. Because again, I'm willing to be wrong here. But, and then also, find me an example of a team in 3rd place winning MVP. Thank you. I don't care about how good the division is. Win it. They have one more good team than my division does. Bills are what? Fucking 11-5 team as well. Motherfuckers acting like we don't have a good-ass team in our division, too. A perennial favorite to win the Super Bowl, not the fucking Seahawks and 49ers. 2 surprise teams. We stole a division from the best team in our division. From a Super Bowl favorite. From the team still expected to win the AFC right now. 45 seconds to go here in the first, and the Buccaneers have it back to a 2nd and 10 at the Tampa 45 after a little screenplay. Yeah, dog, they're bringing up the most irrelevant shit I've ever heard of to determine MVP. It's like the only thing Stafford has May bested in is touchdowns and touchdown to interception ratio. It's like 30-8 to fucking 42-7, I think, or like 6. It's like, dog, that's not enough to win an MVP over someone, in my opinion. We must also account, I think May has like 5 rushing touchdowns as well. So it's more like 37 touchdowns to like 42. But hey, whatever. That'll end the first quarter. The Panthers have the ball. 3rd and 8 at the Tampa 43. But the Buccaneers have a 10-0 lead. Pretty strong lead here entering the second quarter for the Buccaneers. I don't know. They're going to end up giving it to Stafford. But I have a question. Should May, if he doesn't win MVP, should he win Offensive Player of the Year? Did you know that May accounts for 74% of our team's offense? That's like an aggressive amount. Like that's the most in the NFL by like an aggressive, like a substantial amount. So you could argue there is no singular more person who so consider this. May has to like play perfect for the team to win because the Patriots DVOA defense is 25. That means they're like the 25th worst defense in professional football. Right? And May has them at where he has them. Like, you have to kind of consider all that, but I don't know. Taylor should. Oh, Jonathan Taylor win coach of the or offensive player of the year. Yeah, I mean he should, and it should never go to a quarterback. But I don't know. Yeah, most of May's picked passes aren't his fault. Stafford just throws it right at guys. Against common opponents, Drake May is 6-0. Stafford is 4-2. We played 6 of the same opponents this year. We beat 6 of them. They beat 4 of them, including losses to, I believe, the Panthers and Falcons. 2 embarrassing bad losses for a team like the Rams. We dominated both of those games. Falcons, not so much domination. We won it, though. And May had one of the best games against that, one of the top 5, top 10 rated passing defenses this year in the Falcons. At the time, I think they were the number 1 pass rated defense in the NFL when we played them, at least top 3. I don't know. I don't know. Like, do you want to hear May's numbers against the Blitz this year? Let's see. Where is it at? Where's my numbers at? Oh, did I not save that? Oh, I did. Against the Blitz this year, May is 100 of 8 for 161 for 1,363 yards, 12 touchdowns, and a pick. A passer rating of 111.15, which is better than half the quarterbacks in the league when they are not being blitzed. Which, that tells me Drake May, in order for the Patriots to win, has to be nearly perfect. Third and 8. Vrabel probably wins Coach of the Year, but they're going to be gay and give it to Shanahan. Even though, and it's like really confusing if you're a Lions fan because they keep changing up the stipulations of how you win Coach of the Year. Like, why didn't Dan Campbell win it last year when he had all those injuries? When they're saying Kyle Shanahan should win it this year because his team's still doing good despite all the injuries, especially if they get the 1 seed. It's like, what? They're like, well, last year there was a coach who did it unexpectedly well out of nowhere when his team wasn't supposed to be that great. So, of course, they won it. But when Dan Campbell did that, they're like, dude, this coach overcame all these injuries. So it's like, why the hell didn't Dan Campbell ever win Coach of the Year? They just kept changing the rules up for it. It's very suspicious. I don't know why that happened like that. You're watching a basketball game right now while listening. Hell yeah. Sounds like a good time, Joel. There was a delay of game. It'll be 4th and 13. I think they just wanted to back up to create more space to punt. I'm going to turn my light on here in a second. I look like I'm like a troll. Yeah, no, I don't know why Campbell didn't win Coach of the Year. Like, and they kept changing up the like stipulations and rules. Last year, he should have won Coach of the Year. If Shanahan wins it this year, it's a sham award. Because it should be either Vrabel or Ben Johnson who win the award this year. And I'm guessing it'll go towards Vrabel because Ben Johnson was kind of like a big brain coach. I don't know. And the Patriots weren't Patriots were like a 7-win team before 8.5, 7.5. Hey, what's up, politics? Yeah, the Panthers suck today, dude. Joking so hard. And like they're kind of lucky because Olave's going to miss the game. So like the Saints have almost no shot at winning. So the Falcons probably win that game too, which is hilarious. So the Panthers are like, bet we're probably good. 425, yep. Yeah, happy early birthday, Fernando. Sorry, my brother just sent me a message. You know what? last game my birthday was. Which one was the last time? Oh, yeah, it probably wasn't. Hey, by the way, if you guys haven't dropped a like yet, consider doing so. It does help out the stream quite a bit. Yeah, we back-to-back 4 wins. The wild card one versus the Titans. Yeesh. That's a bad birthday game. That was almost picked. Oh, never mind. It's getting really hard for passing offenses to work. It's 3rd and 7 here in the game. We have 5 legs right now, so if we could get a few more, it would really help out. Maybe get some more people in here. Kind of like this fucking game. By the way, we'll also be covering the later game in the Seahawks and 49ers, which probably will be a much better game than this. Kind of. If the Panthers win, they win the division. But if the Buccaneers win, it's like kind of. They need the Saints to then beat the Falcons tomorrow afternoon in order to win the division. But the Saints, I don't think, are going to try very hard. If the team they hate the most in all of football, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, need them to win a game. You know what I mean? It's like, oh boy, I think I'm actually going to switch my pick over to Atlanta because I don't really see the Falcons I don't see the Saints trying in that game very hard. It kind of all depends on how this game plays out, how that Atlanta Falcons game goes tomorrow. Saints are about to play Taysom Hill at quarterback all game long and be like, well, it's his last career game. We're going to let Taysom Hill start. And it's just like, ooh, that's cold. It's like the Jets. Like, the Bills need to lose that game, and the Jets are like, we're sitting everybody. What do you mean? We're not playing a soul tomorrow. 3rd and 7 coming up. Or 2nd and 7, sorry. Well, yeah, I think Hill said he's retiring at the end of this year, so. Let's see, and Baker just throws it at the ground, mostly due to the weather. It'll be 3rd and 7. Third and 7. Ball's at the Tampa 23. Rain is pouring. It's one of the rainiest games I've ever watched in football. It's raining so hard you can visibly see the rain falling. Like, normally it's a little tricky, but it's like, oh, it's very clear that it's raining there. Bucks take a shot, and it's intercepted by, I don't know who picked it, but it's number 56. And he's all the way down to like the 19, 20-yard line. Depends on where they spot him. Yeah, that was ugly, Nicholas. That was ugly. He just ran right and grabbed it. But again, it's kind of hard to grip and throw right now. Rosenboom. Roseboom? I don't know. That was picked. Here comes Baker. Yeah, that wasn't... Just no velocity behind it because you can't really grip and rip right now. Woof. Not idea. Roseboom with the pick. Panthers take over now. Young throws. He hits McMillan. First down to about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal at the 8. Yeah, I played in snow and rain before. That shit sucks, dude. Just run the ball all game. It's fucking boring. Like, cool, dude. Don't know why I'm even here. I never played in some shit like they're playing in right now, though. That would have been awful. I'd have hated that. I'd be like, fuck, dude. Yeah, the ground's soaked. Microwave popcorn, nice. I like microwave popcorn. I like putting kettle butter or the kettle corn salt that's out. Um, the nacho cheddar. It's the best kind. Like when you go to the movies and you get nacho cheddar, spray salt on your popcorn. I carried a towel because I had swagger, Fernando. And because I didn't like my hands being wet if I fucking tried to throw the ball. Wide open touchdown. Number 22 makes the catch and runs it in number 82, Tremble, with the catch. Hey, it's about to be a 10-6, 10-7 game, pending the extra point. Here come the Panthers. You run your wristbands? Yeah, that's why you need a towel. Fernando, I was all decked out in flak jackets, a visor, a lot of eye black, big ass mouth guard, like 4 of them. Just the complete most ignorant player of all time. 4 or 5 different pairs of Under Armour that was all cut at different lengths. Really high socks. Wristband, forearm bands, elbow bands, glove on the left hand, taped up fingers on the right, ankle spats, neck roll. All to sit on the bench. I was the most decked out guy on the bench of all time. Teams would see me sitting there and be like, damn, you know that guy's fucking good as shit. They're just saving him like a secret weapon. Yeah, we removed their leader, and now we're going to put one of our own in after we're done running the country for a little while as we take all the oil. Apparently, it's our oil. I don't fucking know what's going on. I'm not gonna pretend to know about the situation enough to make like big statements. Other than, yeah, it appears that we've arrested Maduro, and we are now going to occupy the country for a while. Very similar to what happened with like Afghanistan, Iraq, where we go in top of the leader and then try to just run the country. But to be fair, even though there's kind of a negative connotation, it is a good thing they got Maduro. Like, don't get it twisted. It's a very good thing that they went and got this evil man out of power. The Venezuelan people are very, very happy with this decision for like in large. However, I'm very worried about the other part of this going very poorly. The building of a nation state again. I guess an oil state, rather. I don't know. Oh, in Venezuela, I doubt there'll be a civil war. I don't think people care about Maduro at all. Once he started gunning down the countrymen, I think they turned on him. Yeah, he was gunning down protesters down in Venezuela. He's a genuinely evil president. A dictator, really, is what he was. He lost the election, then just was like, no, I won. And he was declared the winner because everyone was afraid of the military. So, I don't know. He was a pretty bad guy, so he took him out. But I don't think it had anything to do with him. It was more just like, well, they've got resources we want, so we're going to get them. Oh, they fumbled the kickoff. I think Tampa Bay just fumbled the ball, and I think the Panthers got it. No, you're good, Nicholas. I don't think it's really political. It's like a major event. It just happened. And that's why I'm not getting too far into it. It's more of like a military operation leading to a nation state invasion. Like, we invaded a country. That's what happened. We arrested and deposed their leader. That's what happened. And now it looks like we're going to run the country. That's happening. And we're going to look for a new president for the country. That appears to be what's happening. How long that will take, I don't know, but I don't know who's got the ball. Hold on a minute. There's also a flag on the play. Yeah, Maduro knew. So did the other world leaders. They're all pissed off about it, but they're like, yeah, that guy sucks. That's why Russia and China aren't really going to do anything about it, because that guy fucking blows. And they know he's sort of a bad guy. And now there's a little bit of fighting going on between the Panthers and the Bucs, some extracurricular shoving. But yeah, so I don't think it'll be a drawn out war. The war is not going to happen. It would have happened already, most likely. I think Venezuela is just generally okay with what happened. It looks like the Buccaneers recovered the ball. All right. So the Bucs were able to recover the ball, and it was an illegal block above the waist. So it'd be 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers. The penalty was on Tampa. So if they didn't recover it, that was going to be the Panthers football inside like the 25. Yeah, that was fun. It was a decent stream. The game was shitty that game, so not a big surprise. And they try to run it, and fucking holy shit, dude. The Panthers defense just blew through the line and tackled him like 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's like 2nd and 14 coming up. But yeah, I'm more so worried about the long-term plans of the U.S. and Venezuela and them going the way of Iraq or Afghanistan or any of the other countries, Vietnam, that we've tried to build up over long periods of time. Who knows, though? This one's actually on our continent, so maybe we can actually do something more effective. And maybe they'll actually start going after cartels now. Like in Mexico. That'd be cool. Would be helpful. Gain of, 4 yards. Baker started off good and has since been bad. That's just like the Buccaneers season. They started 6-2 and have gone 1-7 in the last 8. That's why they're 7-9. That's a brutal end. By the way, if you haven't dropped a like yet, consider doing so. We've only got 5, I think 5 whole likes. That's pretty great. No, I'm pretty sure Venezuela should be happy. I don't think they like Maduro. He shouldn't be president. They voted him out. And they're going to run ahead and pick up a first down to the Tampa 26. What a big conversion. Lions started 4-1. Have gone. Yeah, I mean, they had a bunch of injuries, though. Baker falling off. No, Baker's the anomaly of Baker Mayfield is he plays good when there's doubts, but he plays poorly when there's expectations. And it's been that way his entire career. The Baker effect or the Baker cycle is more of a misunderstanding of Baker as a quarterback. And it's the doubts, and then the expectations, and he plays. It's like I don't know. So as soon as you write him off, he starts playing like a god again, and then the minute he gets like any kind of praise, it falls off really quick. Gain of about 7, 3rd down and 3. You have money on the Bucs winning, and Rashad White all 50 all. Probably pretty good. We'll see if they can hold on though. Bucs tend to blow things pretty poorly. They're 4 of 6 on 3rd down though. That's a promising number. Seems like 3rd down's been their money. And we're still only at 5. Oh, well, there's no one here anymore. We had a good audience and everyone left. Baker runs and gets a first. Don't know, Joe. Probably when the coach stops having them hit each other at full speed during practices. Until then, I'd imagine your team will just remain to be the least healthy team in football. Coincidence that you're probably the only team that practices in full pads and hits one another. And running back slipped. It'll be 2nd and 14, back at the Tampa 40. It's all good, Fernando. Damn, we're still only at 5 likes. That's pretty bad. The 5 likes isn't great. You haven't left a like, officially you're gay now. Until we hit the like goal, any non-likers are gay. That's the official channel policy, dictated to me by Israel. It's just an unfortunate partnership that every YouTuber has to agree to. Just the rule. I'm sorry. I wish I didn't have to be like that. Hey, we have 6 now. There we go. There's an injured Panther on the field, though. I don't know how injured he is, and I don't know if they're going to go to commercial break. Oh, Baker was going to throw it, and he dropped the ball. That's what happened. I was like, what happened on that play? That was weird looking. Did he hand that off? By the way, I'm only joking about everything I say. You don't have to leave a like if you don't feel like it. I don't really care. It just helps the channel out. And that's something you should care about. The injured Panther was Brown. I don't think they're going to go to a commercial break, though. It's raining, it's pouring. Your mom's out whoring. She bumped her head. Couldn't get up till the morning. All right. 3rd and 15. Let's see if they can handle the snap. Oh, they got it good this time. No one slipped and no fumble, and they get about 10 yards on a draw, maybe 5. 4th and 10 is at 44. Don't know why I saw that as 10 yards. Oh, all right. They'll punt the ball away now. Got a feeling that the punter's about to fuck this all up. Yeah, I appreciate that, Joel. The only reason people should like it is if they like the channel and like the content. I'll ask you for your likes because some people forget to do it. Personally, not me, because I like every bit of content I watch. You know, I have some ridiculous amount of like 4,000 or 5,000 likes on YouTube. You know how crazy it is to have a number that high? I like everything. If I watch it, I like it. Unless I dislike the video, then I just don't. And I leave a comment as to why I don't appreciate the video. I bet you have one too many ads in this video for me to leave a like. Otherwise, this is a very well done video. It's usually about ads. If I watch a video and I get an ad every 3 fucking minutes, I actively leave a dislike. And I tell them why I did. And I know they don't give a fuck, but whatever. Anyway, it's commercial break. 1st and 10 at the 17 for the Panthers. 4:21 to go in the second. It is 10-7 Bucks here in a rain-soaked NFC South matchup. Yeah, that was a good kick, surprisingly. It was a surprisingly good kick. No, yeah, no. If you can see the rain on the actual camera, instead of it just kind of looking clear and misty, like, that's bad, dog. I can, like, make out the raindrops. What's up, Daniel? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Make sure you drop a like. Otherwise, the Rams are going to lose out. You don't want that. Oh, now we're up to 8 likes. See, look at that. We're almost at double digits, and then I'll shut up about it. We should hit about 20 every stream, but that's probably not going to always happen. Not when it's football. I hope this game doesn't take till exactly 8 o'clock. Because I'd like a little bit of time between games. The big back bull. You know the vibes. You are, Jacob? If you guys don't win the division, do you just miss the playoffs altogether? I have you guys winning that game, but I don't know if I should. Yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting for the playoffs to start. It's basically a week off for me. Gain of a yard by Dowdle. 2nd and 9. Ball at the Carolina 18. It's 10-7 Tampa here with about 4 minutes now to go. 4:02, 4:01, 4 minutes, 3:59. Clock's ticking away. I've got a really good stream here that I'm watching. It's actually pretty caught up. Only lagged once so far. Five's having a good day. You feel me, Fernando? Yeah, all of them, because we could kind of get like I'd prefer to lose, and then see like the Chargers and the fucking stupid Bills both also lose, so we fall to the 3 seed, and then we get to play like the fucking Jaguars, or like we get to play like we get to play the Chargers anyway, like they like fuck everything up, and it's like and now we still play. I don't know. We're probably going to win and be the 2 seed and get to play the 7. So I don't know who that'll be. Hopefully it's the Chargers. But I don't really care who it is. I think we'll be able to pull the win off and get 1. That'll be a big completion to McMillan. 1st and 10. And number 15 with the big catch, and he goes out of bounds with it. What a play. I'm guessing that Drake May will only play in some of the game on tomorrow. Yeah, but I think the Bills are going to beat the Jets and the Chargers are going to lose, which would flip them. My prediction, anyway, is the Bills beat a very hard to lose to Jets team, especially because it's the last game in their stadium, right? Like, is this not the final regular season game at their stadium? Probably, actually, it's just the last game because they don't get to host any playoff games unless, like, they're the highest seed remaining somehow. But yeah, so I don't really see Buffalo losing that game, and I don't really see the Dolphins beating us with some Quinn Ewers. So, anyway, 2-minute warning here in Tampa Bay. The Panthers have the ball 2nd and 6 at the Tampa 49 after a couple big chucks down the field. Both teams have all 3 timeouts to work with here. We're at the 2-minute warning already. This is a very fast half. The game's only been on for 15 minutes. Game started at 5:15. I'm not even kidding. This has been the fastest game I've ever watched. Yeah. Yeah. You didn't know that, Joel? I think the motherfucker's almost done too. It's pretty close to finished even. Do you not remember last year when the Bills fans were jumping in the giant hole to have a better season or some shit? Huh. Yeah, it was like last year, I think, when the Bills had to hire like police to guard the new stadium hole because the fans kept jumping in there and sacrificing themselves for the Bills season. Not kidding, by the way. This really happened. They would push one of their own brethren into a giant ass hole. I mean, you live around that. Well, you live somewhere in that area anyway. You can look it up if you don't believe me about the Bills fans sacrificing one of their own before every game into the giant pit. But I believe this is the end of their time here at the Bills Stadium that they're at. So I think this is it. So, no, their stadiums, they need a new one. But I think this is like it. I think this is the last game of their stadium. And everyone's like, the Bills should lose this game. I'm like, guys, I know Josh Allen isn't going to play, but that's because it's the Jets. The Bills don't want to lose that fucking last game of their stadium. They don't want to do that. You really going to go out last time at a stadium losing? Hell no, they aren't. It's like, dog, like, are they going to be really that precious about being the 6th seed instead and having to go play the Jaguars? Did the Jags scare the Bills that much? Ooh, Trevor Lawrence and ETN. Ooh. Or do the Texans scare you without an offense? Oh, 15 points per game. Can you stop that? I literally don't care who we want. If we play the Texans, I'd be happy with that. Even because like they don't have an offense. We'll fuck around and get 21 points just like through osmosis. We'll get there. Can they get there? I don't think so. Win that game 20-15. Hell, 20-16 just for emphasis. Only team I'm actually worried about in the playoffs is Buffalo, and that's just because they play us really well. Otherwise, I don't really give a fuck about most of it. I think we can beat all of them. Not really worried about the NFC teams either. They all fucking suck. I'm like, ugh. That's not even just me being an arrogant Patriots fan like we usually are. It's just like I think this is the year we steal the Super Bowl. There isn't one singular team that stands out. Oh, and the Bucs just picked it off. What a play by number. Who the fuck picked that? Pharaoh? Parrish? What a snag. We have as good a shot as any team to win the AFC, I think. Gonna win a Super Bowl? No, who knows? I mean, they have a good shot. Their defense is about to get extremely healthy again. They're getting back Milton and Spillane. Prior to losing them to, and before our defense collapsed, we weren't giving up more than 50 rushing yards a game to anybody. Like, we were giving up less than 23 points a game and less than 50 rush yards a game when we had Milton and Spillane out there. They'll be back for the playoffs. I think a lot of people are like, the Patriots' defense isn't good, but it's like, we were missing our two biggest pieces on our defense. And now they're back. Like, our defense is healthy again. Everybody is back. Williams is expected to play this weekend. So, you know. No, I live in Michigan. And every time the Patriots come to town, it's $400 for a ticket because Tom Brady was the quarterback. You don't, Kevin, you don't understand. When Brady and the Patriots came to town, that money, the cost to go see that see, next year, I think it's in Detroit. And I'm going to look at the price of tickets. But if it's goddamn Thanksgiving, I can't afford to go to that. And knowing that it's going to be the Patriots, so it'll probably be another $250 per ticket game. And it's like, fuck that. Yeah, and once they announce that it's on Thanksgiving, it'll be $450, $500 to go to that game per ticket. It's like, It's like that in Indianapolis as well. AFC Championship. Well, I mean, the AFC Championship makes sense that it would be $1,700. Like, what's a regular season game? Because like we're talking regular season game for the Lions. Go for like $400 or $500 a ticket now. It's brutal. Yeah, I prefer to watch at home too, David. I much prefer it. If the Patriots ever invited me over to, I'd lose my mind. I'd be like, oh my god. I eventually want to go over there and see it at some point. Yeah, no, you'd never be able to get a ticket to that game. That was yeah, I'd imagine. The Brady Manning games, fuck that. I can only imagine what that playoff game between Denver and New England was. Ticket wise. All right, Tampa has 3 timeouts, a minute 51 to try to add some points here. They send a man in motion and go with a handoff. By the way, if you haven't dropped a like yet, consider doing so. David, the Jaguars prices will always stay low because nobody cares to go to those games. Just like Tampa Bay tickets. I bet you these tickets are only like $100 a piece, if that. Probably 50 for not that, because it's like empty there. Yeah, I think that's going to be the Lions and Pats are going to be the Thanksgiving game, so I most likely won't be able to go. Colts tickets are $80 right now. But see, yeah, that makes sense. Colts are out the playoffs. They're trying to sell tickets. Lions game's probably not that much to go to. Well, no, their regular season at home is over. But 3rd and 5. Nice job by the Panthers. They're letting the clock go, though. They do get the ball at halftime, so Bucs started with the ball, so Panthers get it at the half. How do you know that we play? You could see your team's schedule. You just don't know exactly what week they play, and that's it. And who the 3 teams that you will also play. So it's like 3 TBAs for a schedule, which will be, I think for the Lions, it's like the NFC South, NFC West, and AFC South or something like that. So they have 3 random teams, and then every year you play a rotation. Every 4 years you play the same teams. So you'll play like an AFC team, or you'll play an AFC conference every year. You'll play an NFC conference every year. Those will be random 8, same 8. A rotation of every 4 years. You play the same 4 teams from those conferences, and then you play your division 6 times. That's good for 14 of your 17 games. 3 random games based on your record. Boom. But it's not really that random because you could always know who you're going to play. Like the Lions are going to play the Titans, Raiders, and Giants next year. Oh yeah, because it's NFC East, AFC West, and whatever else I said, AFC South. So the Lions next year will play all of the last place teams if they finish in last place in those 3 conferences. So theoretically, you know who your team is going to be playing roughly 100 years into the future. You can just figure it out because it's like, oh, well, who did we play 4 years ago? Oh, we played if you're a Lions, like, well, we played the AFC East and we played the NFC, I don't know, East, or the NFC West, for example. We'll just use them. I don't actually know who the Lions NFC team is next year. It could be the NFC East. I'll just say the East. So they'll play the NFC and AFC East next year. And then in 4 years from now, they'll play them again. And that's like that for 100 years into the future. You can basically just kind of figure that out. You just don't know exactly when you'll play them and what of those 3 based on record games will be until the season happens. So you really only don't know 3 of your next opponents, but you know who they'll come from. And if you know you're in last place, you know that it's the Giants, Titans, and the fucking Raiders. Yeah, the Lions, the Patriots too, because we play the AFC South. No, I think we play the AFC West, right? AFC West, AFC, and NFC North. You might play South actually. AFC North. Oh, but that's not that hard. AFC North, AFC, and NFC North. It's not bad. Yeah, Lions should have an easier schedule next year. Especially because they'll have like 3 bullshit ass teams. 13 seconds to go. 2nd down and 3. Buccaneers are going to go with another handoff here. They are in field goal range, so I think they're just going to let this run. No, they called their 2nd timeout. They have 1 left. So the Bucs can run 1 singular play here. To be fair, yeah, the Jags could use a new stadium, but it's like, it's only like 20 years old, 30 years old. But yeah, they probably should get a new one. I don't know. I'm not even convinced they stay in Jacksonville for too long. I don't care about home and away stuff. Yeah, a lot of prime games, I would imagine. Lions, fucking Bears, Packers may all be prime times. One of the Bills games. It's gonna be Jaguars against the New England Patriots and see who goes. Yeah, I'd like to rematch that whiny baby ass football team, dude. That team probably cried the worst after any team we've ever beaten. Like we cheated against the Colts to win, and they cried less than the Jaguars and their fans did following that fuck ass AFC Championship game. Oh my god, dude! Like they're like, dude, they called offsides, and Miles Jack was barely offsides. And it was like, yeah, but he was offsides, right? But he was barely, dude. He was barely offsides, dude. Or like Miles Jack smacked Brady in the head like Chris Jones did, and they're like, dude, all he did was touch his helmet. And it's like, really, dumb mother... Go look at the fucking... Oh my god, those fucking crybabies, dude. I genuinely lost all respect for Jaguars fans until recently. Genuine wild amount of crying from that football game. With like all legitimate penalties too. It's just like, what are you crying about? Oh my gosh. I've never seen a sadder group of fans following a game like that. Again, Jaguars fans are for the most part pretty cool. I like Trevor Lawrence and I like their team, but it's like, oh goodness gracious. I think they've got to re-kick it. Oh, they just declined it, whatever. Why did they accept it? They're like, dude, Miles Jack was not offsides, and that was not a fumble, or it was a fumble. What was the other one that they cry about in that game where it was like, no, yeah, it was the fumble because the dude was like a mile offsides. They're like, dude, he was barely offsides. That should be a fumble. It's like, come on. Jesus Christ. It's like when the Chiefs player fucking... it's like when that Chiefs player was getting like tackled mid-catch before the ball even got to him, and people were like, how is that PI, dude? Like that shit made me go... That people saying that literally made me go, the Chiefs aren't over if you guys are retarded if you think the Chiefs have an officiating problem if that isn't a penalty to you. There was like a Bengals player literally draping on the back of him, and he's like going like this for the ball, and it's like, guys, that's textbook PI. Like, dog, we get it, you hate the Chiefs, but that's textbook PI. And it's just like, it's like Chris Jones or like the other guys just like lining up a foot off sides. They're like, why would they call that? It's like, because that's a penalty. You have to be behind the football. And there's the kickoff, and they'll just kneel it. And so it'll be halftime. Panthers will get the ball at the half. That was a pretty good first half. 13-7, 6-point game. Bucks lead 13-7 at the half. Pretty good. Good first half. Oh, no, I hope we can get revenge on them dudes and just beat the dog shit out of them. They're choke artists. Didn't he blow a big-ass lead in a playoff game? Trevor Lawrence, like an absurd lead. I don't know. I don't fuck with that. I think we can beat them too. Trevor Lawrence, T-Law. Yeah, they should have won that shit. That's a bad one. I don't care for the Jaguars in the playoffs. But a new coach, so it don't count. Good first half. Hopefully the second half stays pretty competitive. Keeps my attention going. And we're up at 9 likes, almost up at double digits. That's pretty good. Really good. If you haven't dropped one yet, consider doing so. It does help out quite a bit. Maybe get some more people in here. Gets us closer to a like goal of 20. Very rainy, nasty game so far. But had some comical moments, like the one drive where when the running back tripped on the handoff and then Baker fumbled the snap. Pretty funny. Kind of just hoping the other game has a bit more offense, and there isn't as much weather. You know, I bet you everybody's mad about how sloppy this game is on like social media. But it's also like it's the same people who would also be like, "This is good weather for football. This is why we don't want domes." Could you imagine if this was the Super Bowl? Like this kind of weather was going on in the Super Bowl, how stupid that shit would be. We'd be like, "Oh, this is ruining the Super Bowl." Why every team should have at least a retractable roof dome, if not a dome outright. Well, usually Florida has good weather. It's just kind of, shitty weather today. Bryce Young, 7-11, 75 yards, touchdown, a pick. Baker, 10-15, 130 yards, touchdown, and a pick. Baker having a little bit better of a day. No, this game, without the weather, this is probably a pretty good game. Want a hard to swallow truth pill? I think baseball should also be played inside, or at least with a retractable roof. 100%. I don't think you should build a new stadiums without retractable roofs, at the very least. If not, just domes. I don't think professional sports should be played outside. Letting the weather play an influence in the game anymore is kind of stupid. Like if it's a nice day and super windy, I don't care about that. Keep the dome open. But if it's like gonna rain, close that shit. What are we doing? Yeah, I don't care for it. I don't like it. It sucks. You always better pray I don't get any power in these leagues or become president. I'll sign an executive order that calls for the destruction of all non-domed stadiums. I use taxpayer dollars to rebuild all the stadiums with domes. It'll be a several, like tens of $billion project, but it'll be worth it for the country in the long term. Oh yeah, we'll destroy Lambeau. That'll be the first one on the list. We'll just knock it straight down. We'll destroy the Bills Stadium next. Tell them to rebuild it. The Jets Stadium's way gone. We'll destroy that. We'll bomb that. I'll also be getting impeached several months into my first term as president with my policies of bombing NFL stadiums that I don't like. But it's for the betterment of the country. We'll have domes everywhere. It'll be glorious. And then when I get impeached, I'll be like, it was all worth it. And then everyone will love me about 10 years from now. They'll be like, remember that cool ass president that made football really sweet? Yeah. Yeah. I'd probably also sign some executive orders on my height. Be like, oh, and he's 6'8". And no one could disagree. Be like, well, the president said he's 6'8" by presidential decree. Is there no more higher decree in the land? I'd probably fold the Kansas City Royals baseball organization, indict everybody on RICOs, and then throw them in Guantanamo, and treason charges too coming. Done with that whole team. We'll take care of it. Bobby Witt will face war crime trials. I don't care for that guy. The owner of the Chiefs will as well, or not the Chiefs. I don't care. I don't care about them. It's more just the Royals. We'll take care of that situation. We'll seize control. That'll be my first few days. I declare myself an honorary New England Patriot by executive order. What else would I do if I got power of president? I think the Super Bowl's in Santa Clara this year. But eventually, yeah, I think Tampa will get to rehost the Super Bowl. But yeah, Super Bowl's out or in the 49ers facility. Oh, I'd also make the Raiders admit that the Tuck rule was a good call. Or else I would strip the team from them and also seize control. What else? Colts admit that they lied about Deflategate. Done. ESPN admit they lied about Spygate. That'd be easy. Just starting to take over the company with executive order and the military. Probably still send the military in on ESPN. I don't know. I'd want to take it over and turn it back to old ESPN. The woke right and the woke conservative party has ruined ESPN. It sucks now. Conservatives ruined my channel. Soy right, woke right, whatever you want to call them. Ruined by them. It's all gambling and horrible. I'd outlaw gambling too. I'll get rid of that. Do it at a casino or with a bookie. We're not doing sports books anymore. They're all gone. Public executions for the people who ran the sports books. Yeah, they ruined everything. These sports books people. I hate them. I don't think this shit should have just remained illegal. Nah, it's at first it was fine, but now it's a predatory industry. I don't know, fuck them. Until they allow themselves to be regulated, I have no use for that industry. Yeah, I'm glad they do. It sucks that the companies themselves are ruining that for you in the eyes of a lot of people like me. It's the over advertised elements of it that are a problem. I don't necessarily have a problem with sports betting being legal. I think I have a problem more so with the unlimited advertisement that it is allowed. I don't think something as destructive as sports gambling should be allowed to be advertised. It's a very hardcore vice, and I don't think it should be pumped on fucking television the way it is. Well, there's no regulation on the way that it's advertised, like with cigarettes or like with tobacco or like with alcohol. There's severe limitations on the way those things could be advertised. And that's more my issues with those things. And again, if they corrected that and switched up a lot of the advertisement and the way they go about their business, I think I'd have a lot less of an issue with the industry altogether. They have a sort of shun the morality of what they should be doing, and I think they have a bargain, like their own end of a bargain to hold up. If they want to do something and be a vice that people can get into, they should be a lot more like restricted on what they can do. Like, people know sports betting exists. We could cut out the fucking gambling. We could cut out the commercials now. Those should probably go away. Yeah, and that's also a problem. Is there's like a psychosis happening where everybody thinks sports are rigged because their bets don't hit, And I try to explain that to people. I'm like, you only think this because it's fun. They're like, no, because the sports books have such an large play and they fucking this, and this, and this. It's fucking rigged. It's like, then why are you betting then if you think it's fake? What are you doing? Why would you put money on something you think is fake? You're a sucker then. You're a fucking sucker if you think it's fake and you're still betting. Like, you're the biggest sucker. Can I have $100? I'll turn it into 300 maybe. You don't know. Maybe if I can get some more, if someone else gives me more money, and I might be able to do something with this. It's like, I don't know. Probably not gonna happen. I don't know. And then when I don't give you your money back, you're like, that seemed pretty fucking random. Like, I wonder if there's a reason. It's like, yeah, that's not what's happening. I don't know. The league to me seems the same as it was. Like, I'm gonna be honest, officiating seems about the same as it always has been. Real shitty, real controversial. People are acting like this is like a new phenomenon. Like, officials were perfect 10 years ago before gambling came into play. Nope. Look up the Foul Mary and what date that occurred on. It was like 2010, dog. They stopped knowing what a catch was, and like the Calvin Johnson was Calvin Johnson in like his 4th year in the NFL was the reason the catch rule got all fucked up. Think about that. That was almost a decade ago, and there wasn't sports gambling the way it was, and people were bitching about the refs hard back then. And guess what? They weren't calling it rigged. No, they were like, the fuck, like. Now every single thing is evidence that the league is rigged, and it's very obnoxious. And it's like, I hate this so much. But I also kind of get it, right? Like, if you're a gambler and it just seems to constantly go your way against you, it's like, yeah, that's just how it goes, dude. Professional sports are a tough thing to bet. These are all professional athletes. You never know when someone's going to have a bad or an amazing day. Because the team is bad doesn't mean they're shitty. Titans fucked up parlays at least 3 times this year. All right, Panthers will be getting the ball here in a minute. I don't know. Gambling's fine. I think people have a good time with it. I just don't like the advertising and the claims of rigging because of bets. So stupid. It's like, well, what about the players? It's like, yeah, those are individual people making dumb decisions. Do you think it's a league-wide problem? It's like, yeah, all those players who are immediately cut from their teams and basically blackballed from the league. I bet you in the next next players association contract, lifetime banishment's probably going to be on the is up for players who gamble on football. They don't have that as a rule right now, but we'll see. Yeah, and the new lottery is sports gambling, some people say. Welcome to the DraftKings divisional round presented by FanDuel at Underdog Sports Arena with partners with Barstool Sportsbook and Fox Betting app. It's like, all right, yeah, that's ridiculous. What the fuck? We got 20 parlays for you. None of them ever hit. That'll be pretty close to a first down, like 3rd and 2 coming up. You'll miss a bye. Like, that's rigged. It's rigged. 3rd and 2. Panthers dump it. Oh, they get a yard. So it'll be 4th and 1 at about the Carolina 44. I wonder if they go for it. Might as well. I think they are. Here we go. Looks pretty secured to me. I was going to say, that looked like a pretty good catch to me. That wouldn't be worth challenging over for sure. They'll run ahead and get the first down. Nice job by the Panthers. Aggressive football. 1st and 10 at the 47. Panthers moving ahead. They keep pounding. As per Panthers fans. Hey, we're at 9 likes. 1 like away from the like goal of, or at least double-digit likes anyway. We'll see if we get there. 1st and 10 at the 47, just shy of the 50 by a few. Young throws, it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, tried to screen it out to number 85, but he wasn't looking. Really just got rid of the football, so. You know. Elandon Roberts, former Patriot. Damn, that's a big-ass catch. It's a big-ass catch to the Tampa 34. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Dang. Yeah, like like the Saints or the Buccaneers have this like giant dramatic win, and then the fucking Falcons win by 30. It's just like a 35 to fucking 7 game. It's like, god damn it. Kirk Cousins just balls the fuck out for no reason. That's incomplete. 2nd and 2. Bryce took quite a shot. Rico wasn't able to haul it in. Like, they're going to call that a fumble? Damn, that's a backwards pass. That's crazy. If I'm the Panthers, I challenge that because the fucking refs blew it dead and didn't give me a shot to recover it. That's a shit ass call because the fucking running back wasn't able to advance the fumble. Ah, damn, that was really stupid. 3rd and 17. 3rd and 16, rather. It's all rigged. That's true. That's true. Can't believe this shit. I just saw it live. That tweet by that one player's wife. I don't know if it's rigged for ratings or for money or what, but I just saw it with my own eyes. I think it's an NBA player's wife tweeted that shit after a game, after the finals. I'm sorry, but it is. All right, 4th and 12. We'll see what they elect to do here. Probably try a field goal. It's a long field goal for the weather. It's like 52 yards. 54. Sheesh. Hey, he just missed that. That was a pretty good try. Just missed. That's what it looked like to me anyway. He's like, dog, the fuck? Either way, I don't know why they whistled the play dead if they were just going to call it a fumble and didn't let Dowdle fucking advance that fumble. All right, I'm going to go have a quick smoke here. I didn't get to go at halftime. I got distracted. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. Probably also going to take a piss, too. Yeah, it's all rigged for now. Almost back anyway. First and 10 for the Bucs. No, it's second and 10. Or second and 6, rather. Eesh. And Mayfield gets sacked. It'll be third and 10. Definitely not what the Bucs needed there. Third and 10. Take 2 steps forward and 10 steps back. Sheesh. Right back. I got pissed. All right, almost back. 4th and 2. And that'll be a delay game. They'll probably punt it. Damn, everyone left. Makes sense. I was gone for 3 minutes. Well, here comes the punt. I'm glad there are still people here. But it was pretty weird and quiet for a minute. I need to leave again here in a second to get some pop. Yeah, they'll be getting the ball soon. 8:14 to play before the punt. And it's away. Good punt. Fair caught. At the 7. 1st and 10 at the 7 coming up. 8:08 to play here in the 3rd. We'll see how the Panthers respond. It's 13-7 Bucks. Panthers get the ball at their own 7. 13-7. Tampa leads. Be right back. Now we're good to go. Yeah. I think a lot of players are in those ads. Just randomly. At least any players with any like kind of credibility or popularity in the league. Anyway, commercial break. Hopefully this ends soon. We got a 13-7 game with 8:08 to play here in the 3rd. They're still doing commercial stuff. What's up, Space? How's it going? By the way, if you're just watching along and you haven't dropped a like yet, consider doing so. It does help out the stream, gets more people in here, gets us closer to like little 20, gets us to the at least into the double digits if we get one or so more. Appreciate it ahead of time. 1st and 10 at the 7 coming up. I'll refresh my stream just to make sure we're still good. Haven't done that in a while. They just keep showing this really old ref. Ed Hockley's no, I don't know. I don't think there's a umpire as bad or a ref as bad as Angel in the NFL. Saints game is important if the Bucks win. If the Bucks lose, or if the Panthers win, they win the division. So, because at 9-8, they won't be catchable by the 7-10 Bucks. He's just really bad. He made a lot of bad calls. Not much of a gain there. But there's a flag on the play. We'll see what that's about. I think that's going to be on the Bucks. And it is. That'll be a first down. It's illegal contact. Gain of 5. 1st and 10 at the 11 for the Panthers. They get bailed out there. You picked the Saints to best Atlanta. That'd be big for the. I have that game too, but I might switch over to the Falcons because of the Olave situation. What's up with Minnesota? Oh, it's an old meme. And that'll be for another first down. Number 82 with a nice little catch. Saints win the NFC South next season, maybe, with Tyler Shuck. Trumbull, Dolphins legend. True. Hand it to Hubbard, who goes up the middle for a gain of 5. Second and 5 to the Carolina 29. Nice little drive so far for the Panthers. Let's see if they can keep it moving. One sec, I gotta go check something. Had to preheat the oven up. I've never lied in my life. Well, that's a big ass play down the field for like 30 yards. There's a flag on the field, though. I don't know who it's on. How did my stream fall so far behind? What just happened? Who's the flag going to be? Oh, it's on the Panthers. Damn. They called it OPI. For that? I don't know if I agree. 3rd and 12. That seemed pretty early in the route for them to throw a flag on. Yeah, the fix is in, boys. Bryce Young going to have to just kind of throw it away. It'll be 4th and 12. They'll have to punt it. No, I don't watch college sports or basketball. What happened? What happened in old college basketball? Oh, damn. I'll have to look into it. Yeah, basketball is probably a fake sport. I wouldn't bet on basketball. That sounds like a rigged event. Every like 3 years they find some major scandal. It's just like, yeah, that game's rigged. Down at the 31. 1st and 10 at the 31 for the Bucks. They get the ball after a punt. 4:30 to play here in the 3rd. Buccaneers looking to expand their 13-7 lead. It's 13-7 Tampa. 4:30 to play in the 3rd. True, Fernando. Basketball are based off of movies, which makes exactly. I have like low key Fernando. You never said what I lied about. By the way, kind of rude to say I lied when I've never literally told a lie in my entire life. Like my nickname is literally Rob George Washington. That's my nickname. No, I said did he? I think you misheard me. Or I misspoke and I meant to ask. It wasn't a statement, it was a question. No, I'm better than most presidents. I've never told a lie. Like, I'm one of the few people who know that the Harbaughs aren't related. Yeah, Fernando knows my intentions behind the words I said better than I do. I've only got an English degree. I wouldn't know how words work. Whatever. Not a big deal. Sorry, but I'm pretty sure I'm right with words. I have a degree and I'm going to be a doctor at some point in words, so you lose this battle. I know how I meant my words. That was a question. See, Fernando, you know what? That makes you a liar for spreading false information, saying Dolphins legend. Why should we trust the words of a known liar in Fernando? Me, the honest man, asking clarifying questions like he did play for Miami? Question mark. Very dishonest framing. I speak all of them, Fernando. I speak the language of God. So therefore I speak the languages of all men and women. And anything in between. 1st and 10. BN E2. Suck my ass, dude. And the Bucks go with a little dump out play on 1st down. They gain. No, that actually went for like 8 yards. I thought that went out of bounds a lot sooner than it did. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not say something in Spanish? You didn't specify how many words or anything. I'm sorry. What was yikes about that? My perfect answer to your request. If you wanted something specific, you should have asked for something more. I think it stopped raining at least, or it's not raining as bad. Unless I'm just not seeing it right. No, you said tell me something in Spanish. I said, yeah, me too, or good, me too, or good, and you. Or something like that. It'll be 3rd and super short. Space, dude, did I do what he was asking? He said, "Tell me something in Spanish," and he's yikesing me for doing exactly what he said and doing it perfectly. I don't understand what I did wrong. And the play for midfield is a first down. 1st and 10 at the Carolina 48. Cross midfield we go. See, Space knows Spanish better than most people. Fernando Space is Hispanic. Not a pretend. Yeah, I'm also rage baiting Fernando. Yeah, see? He's Spanish. He also lives in Oklahoma, so that better be DPI. Then it is. Yeah, but he also might have tripped. Hold on, let me see that. They truly do want that game to be competitive. Oh, they called that? All right, that's a really bad call. The guy tripped on the left field and they called PI. Second or 1st and 10 to the 35. Yeah, NFL has their this one's rigged, boys. 2nd and 11 to the Carolina 36. Lost a yard. Mid Pepe, agree. The refs think this must be the Lions. They're like cat team. Fuck them. It's just like, damn. No, it's Carolina. They're like, oh, damn, we thought it was Detroit. Fuck, dude. That'll be the last play of the third. I'd have to imagine. Don't know why you'd rush one here. Give your team a little breather. Find a good play. Only 10 seconds to go. My stream froze. It looks like they go to the third. 4th quarter coming up. Tampa Bay has the ball. They have it like 3rd and like short. No flag, really? Damn, that's pretty bad. 3rd and 8 at the 33 coming up. Tampa has it 3rd and 8 at the Carolina 33. They're up 13-7. 4th quarter coming on up. All right, I'm going to go put in my food because it takes 40 minutes to cook. So I'll be right back. All right. Making lasagna. It has to be Stouffer's because I don't know how to make lasagna. I probably could, right? It doesn't seem that hard, right? You get the big weird looking noodles. You lay those down. You put some sauce and cheeses in, maybe some meat. You do that again. Put some sauce and cheese and meat. You just kind of repeat that over and over again to make lasagna. It doesn't seem like a very complicated dish to make. It is good. It should be good, I hope. I'm a big lasagna guy. I can eat a whole lasagna by myself, despite my small frame. Usually, if there's lasagna made, there's two of them made at with my family because I eat one. That's real ass shit, by the way. I eat a whole lasagna, just straight out the pan usually. I'm 140 pounds, so I don't know where the food goes, but it goes somewhere. Baker tries to scramble, doesn't get anywhere, sets up a field goal though. It's 4th and 5 at the 30. I'd imagine they kick this unless they're not in a spot to. But I can also eat pounds of spaghetti at the same point. Crab and so I've never had crab before. You're like 240. You're almost two of me. How tall are you? I'm fucking 5'9" to 5'10" to 5'11" in that range. Kind of depends how straight my back allows me to stand up. My normal height probably is 5'10", but when I'm having a real good day, I'm 5'11"-ish. 5'11"? Yeah, we're about the same height. I actually never have, like, since I've been probably 14, I haven't measured my height because I've always just gone off of what other people's heights are and seen how tall I am compared to them. I got a friend who's 6'1", and I'm barely shorter than him, so I'm somewhere in that range. Nothing wrong with that. Some people like to eat. I have a very fast metabolism, so I stay very thin. 14-12 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's 16-7 now after the field goal was made. It's 16-7 in favor of the Bucs. Gonna need to see some points out of Carolina or else it's not going so good. I'm also a big Coca-Cola drinker. Yeah, I don't think that matters though. I don't believe in the propaganda around soda. Wow, sugar water is the worst thing in the world for you? That's crazy somehow, huh? How? Your body needs sugar and water. Yeah, but it's like bad for the body. I don't know. I'm pretty healthy. Maybe I'm a one of one case. I doubt it though. You can work out, gain muscle and stuff. You play sports, a little different, Fernando. Back when I played football, I was 195 pounds. When I was working out and like playing sports and shit, I was a heavy boy. But I was also pretty muscly. 185 to 195 is what I sat between, depending on the season. I was a pretty heavy football player because I knew I had to kind of weigh a lot to take the hits. I was kind of built similarly to like the way Baker Mayfield is built, where it's like they're kind of chubby, but like also I used to be kind of big, like kind of muscly, which is why all my old clothes still fit me. And like they're kind of baggy on me and kind of loose. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. But I didn't need to continue to have that kind of weight on my body, so I got rid of it over the years. I don't think I need to carry like 40 pounds of fucking fat and muscle extra. It's just like that's a ridiculous amount of weight. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum. 1st and 10 at the 35 coming up. Yeah, I don't know why people always say it takes 5 minutes. I don't know how they determine things like that. Like Bob clearly, like Bob probably isn't great for you, but I also don't know if it's as bad as people say it is. It probably is. I would never take any health advice from me. Like, don't ever do that. What's up, Jake? I'm the worst person to ever take medical advice from. I'm the furthest thing from a fucking doctor. And all my advice is just based on how my life is gone. And I'm an unnaturally healthy like guy, so I wouldn't really use me as a standard experience. 2nd and 7. He screened it out to Dowdle. He breaks a tackle, makes the guy miss, and he's gone. To the 45, to the 40, and he gets brought down around the 36, 37-yard line, depending on they're going to put him at the 38, 37, 1st and 10 at the 37 for Dowdle. What a run. Yeah, I live by my own rules, too. I don't give a fuck. No nerds are going to tell me how to live. I'll live longer than them. What up, though, Jake? Hopefully you're having a good time. 1st and 10 at the 37. Big play coming up. 12:50 to go here in the game. You notice how there's been very few commercials in this game? Want to know why? Because this shit has to be over by fucking like 7:50. The only good thing about Saturday football is they fucking speed the games up a little bit, kind of naturally. This game will be over at like 7:20, if that. I don't even think it's going to take that long to be over. This shit's like an 7:07. We're going to get like an hour between games. That's pretty good. You should be a little bit, Kevin. Don't you want to get married, have kids, find some lady, unless you already got a girlfriend? And do all those things if you die. Where's Dolph Lundgren at? Oh, you're calling Kevin that? Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to die till I'm in my 70s. I'd prefer not to. But once I hit like 73, or once I hit past average age for expected life of Americans, I'm all good. I'll be happy, and then I'll be able to be like, well, I live longer than most people in my position do, and then I'll move along and be happy with however long I get. Till then, though, if I get cut short before that point, I'll be pretty pissed off. I'll become a ghost and haunt this world. I'll be an aggressive spirit for no reason. Just mean as fuck. Specifically just haunting the family of Peyton Manning. It's like, we don't even know what we did to get this ghost. Hey, try not to spoil. You're ahead of me in the game. Next time you do it, I'll ban you from the channel. That's not me joking. I'm actually very serious about this. You're lucky this isn't a Patriots game because you'd be timed out for a while if not. No, you're good. I've said almost every play. It's just I don't like it when people spoil. You just took away all the excitement from that play from me if you can't tell. Like, he fumbled it like the guy said. Like, that's fun. Anyway, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bucs coming up after the fumble. See, when you spoil, all it does is it takes away an exciting, fun moment for me to say, and I don't get to do anything exciting except be like, oh yeah, that is a fumble, dang. Yeah, so you don't want to, so there's something you don't want to die about. Well, that's a brutal fumble for the for the Panthers. If this results in points of a touchdown or better, it's probably over. 11:07 to go here in the game. The Buccaneers have it 1st and 10 at about their own 30. 1st and 10 at about the 30 for the Bucs. What a mistake by Dowdle. Did they try to run a flea flicker, you think, right there? And it just, like, fucked up? Do you think that's what we just saw? A fucking terribly botched flea flicker? That's what I thought, too. I was like, why did he throw it back? Like, dog, if it's going that way, you just got to kind of clamp it and go down. Just eat the play. You can just abort on a fucking on a flea flick. Just be like, I didn't have a clean pitch. God, whoever gets to play the Panthers in the first round of the playoffs has such an easy win ahead of them. Or whoever plays one of these two teams. That's about to come to my next point, Kevin. I don't know why you'd run a trick play in this kind of weather with this sloppy-ass field. Yeah, Seth, Bucks are having themselves a little afternoon. Looks like they're going to end up winning this game. Now, Baker could come out and get pick 6 right here. A lot could happen. It's 16-7. Bucks have the ball at about their own 30-yard line. They're at their own 29, specifically. For sure, no worries. See you in a bit. Yeah, on that play, they should have just ran. If it's not a very clear option, then you just abort what you were doing and just run it. It's all right. You can learn. Shitty way to have to learn, a really shitty moment to need to learn, but you know. 11:07. Here come the Bucks. 1st and 10. They're going to run the ball, and Irving picks up a couple, like 2nd and 6 probably. Maybe 2nd and 7. I don't know. Not exactly sure. Yeah, that was a design flea flicker, but I don't think it worked out at all. And a touchdown now would make it, what, 22, 23-7? That's pretty brutal. Kind of tough to come back from that. No. If the Falcons beat the Saints, then the Panthers still win the division. This win could mean nothing for the Bucks, theoretically. But if the Saints win against the Falcons, then the Bucks will win the division if they win this game. But if the Panthers win, they just win the division. Fly, Eagles, fly. Cry, Eagles, cry. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for beating the Bills for us last week. It was much appreciated. Help the Patriots get back atop the AFC East, so you guys are good in my book. Maybe we'll play each other for the rubber match. It's 1-1. You guys got a Super Bowl over us back in the early 2000s. We got a Super Bowl. No, we got the early Super Bowl. You guys got the more recent one. Why not in round 3? From Germany. That's pretty far. You probably have no idea half the words that I'm using because I'm using them in an odd context. That'll be another first down into Tampa, well, deeper into the Carolina territory. That's first down to the Carolina 39. Tampa's moving down the field here. This is pretty bad news if you're a Panthers fan and you wanted a stress-free Sunday of football. Now it looks like you're going to probably have to watch the fucking Falcons and hope they win. Panthers win the division with a win or a Saints loss. There we go. That's the easiest way to say it. Panthers win the division with a win or a Saints loss. Tampa wins it with a Panthers loss and a Saints win. $7:45 to go here in the game. Second down and 9. Ball at the 38-ish. Between the 38 37. Call it 38. They hike it. Check it down on a screen to Cade Otton, who's going to pick up a first down, and he's still up. Oh, shit. He gets all the way to the Carolina 25. Big play to Otton. 1st and 10. Tampa's moving now. Again, a touchdown here would probably ice the game. Will the Bucs survive? By the way, if you haven't dropped a like yet, consider doing so. We have 10 right now, which is pretty good. If you haven't done so, consider dropping one. Helps us out quite a bit. I'd appreciate you. They're gonna false start. Or there's a flag. It's a false start. Rather. $6:50 to play here in the game. 2nd and 15 coming up at the Carolina 30. At a back 'em up 5. Dun, 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 dun. 1st and 15, rather, I meant to say. Not 2nd and 15. Hand it off to White. Gain of about 7. 2nd and 8 at the Carolina 23. Clock's ticking away with 6:40 to play. Nice job by the Bucs to also kill a little bit of clock here at the end of the game. Got the ball up with over 10 minutes left. Oh, up over near 11, actually. So look at Vita Via's gut, dude. That's crazy. 2nd and 8. They're going to hike this ball with about 6:10 to go in the game. Gain of just a little bit. 3rd and 5. 6 minutes even left. 49ers will beat them. I got the 49ers winning too. Lions play at 4. So no, I won't be doing the Lions game tomorrow. Otherwise, Kevin, yes, I would have did the Lions at 1 and the Patriots at 4, and I'd have skipped on that shitty Sunday night game I don't want to watch. Yeah, I kind of wish the Lions had been. It's 4th down and 1. Would have catch up the sideline. 5:10 to go. They're going to let the clock run. Probably try to kick a field goal here to at least put it to a 12-point lead. That's a pretty good catch. Did he actually catch it, though? Yeah, looks like it. Ravens and Steelers trashing it. No, it's not a bad game. I just don't care about either team. And I don't really think the AFC South is going to be relevant in the playoffs. They're going to go for they're going to challenge. We've got a challenge flag from the Panthers. They're going to challenge that was a completed pass. He's down by 9 points. He should be more worried about the clock right now. My humble little opinion. Please just like find a slightly better, closer angle from right there and we'll know. That's a pretty clear cut. I think he's good, but they don't have any like close-ups of like what that actually looks like right now. They go to a commercial break with 5:29 to play, roughly. I don't know how much time is left. 4:29. I don't know. Be right back. I'm gonna go check on my food. Cool. About 18 minutes left. Okay. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. I wish they would have showed us a better image of that catch. I couldn't really tell if it was or not. And because they went to a commercial, we'll probably never actually see if it was good or not on the when it comes back. This challenge shouldn't take this long. Holy moly. There we go. They reversed it. He's out. Well, it's a 9-point game with 5:18 to go. It's going to take a lot. And it blocked it! That'll be a touchback after a block kick. Keep it a 9-point game. So you need a touchdown and a field goal to win still. It's 16-7. 1627. We just read out the numbers. Very funny. Go, little freedom train. Go, Carolina. 5:12 to play here in the game. Both teams have 3 timeouts to work with here. We're all hoping for a giant touchdown run by the Panthers here. Come on, make it interesting. We just see a 90-yard run. Poof. Like, oh. How do you get 90 at the fucking 30? First and 10. Panthers check it down. 2nd and 5 at the 33. The drive is moving. 5 minutes to play here in the game. Panthers may need to hurry up. They're showing the hurry up here. 4:50 to go. Well, what was running the hurry up? What are they doing? Hike it. Could what be true? And Bryce throws. And they'll get the ball to the 50 on a first down. What a play. First and 10 at the 50. .436 to play here in the game. Woo! First and 10. Young slings it out or dumps it out to the running back who loses 5. It'll be 2nd and 15. Not a great play. Back to the Carolina 45 they go. Yeesh. L Panthers, Lanthers. Panthers. 2nd and 15. Bryce Young looking with 3 minutes 55 to go. Takes a shot, and I don't know where that ball was going. 3rd and 15. Lucky that wasn't called for intentional grounding. That was a shit-ass throw. By the way, if you haven't dropped a like yet, consider doing so. It does help us out. We're up over the 10-digit or the double-digit marks, but we try to get 20 every stream. Help us out. If not, that's totally cool too. Thank you if you can. 3rd and 15. Big play. You have 2 downs left basically to pick up a first or score. You probably should consider this 4-down territory with just 3 minutes 50 to go. And needing multiple scores to get in the game. Yeah. Rough break. You guys believe in Bryce? 4th and 8. Goat Young. About to do his thing. 4th and 8. 3:20 to go here. Bryce Young throws up a prayer. He's got a guy pretty well. Oh my God, he completed it to Tet. 1st and goal all the way to the 8 for the Panthers. I don't believe that shit actually just worked out like that. He just chucked that shit to a wide open Tet. How the fuck did Tet get that wide open on that play? He just kind of ran right by the guy. A little bit further, and that's a touchdown throw. Sheesh. If he hits him just a little better in stride, that's 6. That's why it's always good to hit your guys in stride, Fernando. If he doesn't have to make that motion, that's a touchdown. If it was a little more dry and not as shitty, I bet you that's a different result. 2nd and goal at the 8. Come on, Carolina. Put the ball in the end zone. Ted could win Rookie of the Year for offense. He's had an unbelievable season as a rookie. What a catch. Oh, what a throw. And they bring it to within 3. 16-13. 16-14, pending the extra point. We'll see if Tampa decides to just kick it, because they might as well. They're only down by fucking 2. If they do so, then they could win. Great concentration, great catch, great throw. All about that. Very pretty play. 16-13. Well, we have ourselves a finish potentially coming up. Hey, good luck to the Eagles and all that. Commanders are kind of your guys' daddy, though. 7:07 to go here. I'll be right back. Got to check on my food. All right, 7:07. Only 9 minutes to go for my food. 16-14 with 2:27 to play. Both teams have all 3 timeouts here now that we have ourselves a finish potentially. Tampa leads 16-14. They'll be getting the kickoff, and the Panthers have 4 time stops to get the ball back. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. 2:27 to play here in the fourth of a 2-point game. Watch the Bucs fumble the ball because it's raining like shit again. Ball just gets popped right out. I mean, that rain's really coming. It kind of started back up out of nowhere, it looks like, because it looked dry for a minute. Yeah, scoop and score win. Sheesh. Yeah, the rain clearly started back up at a crazy degree. I'm going to go check on my food one more time. Be right back. Also got a fit. Panthers do take a timeout. They're first with 2:17 to go. A huge stop, yeah. Division saving stop, really. Broncos are 11-2 in one-score games. 49ers 5-1. The Panthers 7-2. Almost all but one of the Panthers' wins have come in one-score games. Broncos are the 2024 Chiefs. That's all they are. Better quarterback and everything, though. Third and 7, rather. Looks like it'll be 4th and 2 or 3rd and 4. Nah, I thought it said 3rd and 7. It was 2nd and 7. One timeout left for the Panthers with 2:12 to play. We're up at 11 likes. That's pretty good. One timeout and 2-minute warning is all the Panthers have left to stop the ball. A first down would be brutal here. 3rd and 4. What's up, Nathaniel? Baker rolling out, throws, and that'll be a first down. You're out and you just go down. 2:03. That's going to go to the 2-minute warning. Happy New Year, Nathaniel. They can basically take this down to the finish here. Panthers are just going to run out of time. I'm probably going to have a quick ending to this stream because I'm going to be going live at 8. I dislike the month of January because it's usually the coldest month. Or that or February. And I like June the most because it's pretty warm. I'm not a big winter guy. I hate the winter. But yeah, I'm going to have a quick out after this game because I'm going to do the Seahawks 49ers game as well. So that should be pretty fun. You like summer? Same here. I'm a summer guy. What about you, Nathaniel? Are you like a cold weather fan? Bro's curled up in front of the fire. With hot chocolate like in his hands like this. Fucking cold weather people are so lame. You like January, July, and April? Fair enough. Why? Just odd months. March, February, November. Fair enough. Mostly a fall and early spring guy. So Carolina's got one more clock stop they can use after this play. Bro hates America. 2-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 8. Maybe 2nd and 7, depending on the spot. Final timeout by the Panthers. 1:56 to play here in the game. 1 first down, and we're wrapping it up. April is in college basketball. Fair enough. July is the hottest month and offers nothing other than the All-Star week. Fair enough. Kind of a boring month, I agree. But I don't know. I like being outside in the heat. I like the warm, so I'm healthier in the warm weather. I was born a week before the 4th of July. They tried to have me on the 4th of July, but it didn't pan out that way. But hey, aiming for a week of 9, getting it within a week is pretty impressive without modern era. Oh yeah, it was a joke. Yeah, you're good. You're good. You don't have to say you're bad. You're good, man. I wouldn't take anything at the end of a game said on these streams very seriously. Mardi Gras Thanksgiving. Fair enough. You're good. 3rd and 6 with minute 10 to go. Oh, shit. Hold on. I got to go check out my food. All right, cool. Here comes a punt. You're good, dude. You don't have to take it. You don't have to break it down so much. Yeah, I know this game's taking a while. The next game starts in more than a half hour. It's like more like 40 minutes. Well, we'll see what happens. 4th and 9 with 26 seconds to go. Panthers need kind of a miracle, like a missed punt, a muff. Or not a muff, but just kind of like off the side, like slices it, or just a mishap. They need a block punt real bad. That'd be really helpful. Whatever happens, they cannot afford this to go inside of the 5 or the 10, really. Let it go. Oh, no. Yeah. 1st and 10 at the 3. Look out for big Bryce Young. He's the comeback kid. Bryce Young is clutch. "18 seconds to play." Remember, I'm going to get out of here pretty quick after this game goes final, just because I'm going to be live again in a half hour for the night game. Seahawks, 49ers. Complete. Oh, shit. They got it out to about the 23. They're going to have to hurry up and spike it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and they spike it. About 3 seconds to go, so we'll see one gigantic play to the end zone. Well, it looks like Tampa Bay will probably win this game unless Carolina just delivers a home run. It would be so fucking funny if they walked us off 20-16. Damn, that fumble was brutal now. On that pitch, that weird pitch play. I don't even know if the Bucs are about to call time. They're just about do the play. Here we go. Bryce Young throws. It's going to be lateral out, and the big lineman couldn't grab it. Buccaneers fall on the ball. Little pitchy attempts, but they didn't go anywhere. Good GG's. What a fun game. The Buccaneers will improve to 7-9 or 8-9. The Panthers fall to 8-9. The division now falls solely on who wins between the Falcons and the Saints. If the Falcons win, the Panthers win the division. If the Saints win, the Buccaneers win the division. And we wouldn't have it any other way in the NFC South. Two teams completely uninvolved get to determine how the division ends up. What a hilarious way for that to finish. All right. I'll see y'all later for the Saturday night finale between the 49ers and Seahawks. That should be a fun game. We'll be live again in about 36 minutes. So I'll see you soon. I'm going to eat my food now. See you in a bit. As always, it's go Lions, go Patriots, and of course it's go Tigers, and of course it's always go Patriots. Best team in the AFC. That was a fun game. I'll see y'all later this afternoon. Thanks for watching along. It was appreciated. Thanks for all the likes if you left one. Have a good rest of your night. I'll see you later. Goodbye.